NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They're going to look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
All right, here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Preston Smith in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll look to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go now. Landed.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Into the Redskins have it. They do. Oftentimes you say some guys have a knack for creating turnovers. He forced a fumble last week. Forces another one.
And one of my good coaching buddies, Frank Delano, always told me, hey, Davis, creating turnovers is not as much about skill as it is about desire.
Oh, I thought it was going to be will, because will rhyme with skill.
Come on, man.
But desire. We'll go with desire.
What are you, the rhyme master now?
Watch the slant.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. They'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Back to throw. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On play action, they'll throw. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Who to run behind? Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Now back to throw. Finding some room at midfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Detroit!
The give is to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone! Detroit!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And getting this just shy in midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. They'll set up to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this. Adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll go again to Jones. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They're going to look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He sets up the screen to Jones. And some room to work. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A dump underneath to Jones. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now a toss play. This is Scarborough. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bo Scarborough, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. Open man is Thielen is complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards that time for number 19. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll drop the throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. He's got room to run past the 20, and he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A give to Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll pitch it out to Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. As his guys are in for 6. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man there complete to Gallup. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Gone! Gone! Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw here. Man over the middle, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They convert on third with a gain of 22. They'll set up to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, He hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's a give to Jones running left. A little juke. Oh, and now he bowls him over. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0.